All right, tonight, guys. Well, this is the first time I'm going to say that, shit, did I screw up? I should never ever park this thing outside. I should have never ever let it sit outside. I screwed up, and I screwed up royally here. Oh, man, did I just cause myself a big bill of expense. As I was stating in my last video, I had a little bit of a problem breaking her free because she was kind of stuck. Found out why. This is going to be a big bill of expense, and I mean big bill. Big! Kind of sucks, and I kick myself in the ass of this. Oh, fuck. Excuse my French, guys. I'm sorry. Anyways, back to it. We pulled her all apart tonight. It's going to need all 4 calipers. It's going to need all 4 rotors. It's going to need brakes all the way around it. Yeah, it's, yeah. But I kind of expected brakes because, like I said, this thing gets abused when it comes to towing and stuff. And as you can see, those rotors are done, and they're only a year old. Normally I get to do brakes every year on this truck. And the brakes aren't expensive for this truck. Where the expense comes is the calipers. The calipers are not cheap for this truck. Second thing I did wrong is I should never let this thing sit out over the winter. I had it sitting on cement, figuring that it would be okay. But with the winter that we had, with it being warm, cold, we didn't get much snow, a lot of rain, a lot of moisture. My frame has taken a toll. And you can see, yes, you can see where it was oiled, but you can see where those big knobby tires have pretty much sandblasted all the oil off of the control arms and all of that. So that's all going to have to be power washed off. I'm going to have to wire wheel what I can, or sandblast. I'll probably sandblast. And I might even take it up to Pat and have Pat do it, because I am just disgusted with that. I should never let this thing sit over the winter. I should have drove it. Damn it. So, like I said, brakes all the way around, calipers all the way around. We're going to put on some brand new emergency brake pads. But you can see where they were stuck, right here. And I mean, I had to literally put this thing into 4-wheel load to get her to move. And when she broke free, it was a big bang. And that was the front brake pads breaking right off of the on the steel backing plates. So we have to do brakes all the way around, calipers all the way around. The front end's at least tight, no ball joints this year, anything like that. We did all that last year, so that's not going to be too bad. But I know those calipers are not cheap. I think they're about $250 a crack, my cost. Could be wrong. It's been a long time. So I don't think I've ever done calipers on this truck since I've owned it. Like, and I bought this truck new in 07. So I to be honest with you guys, I've done brakes, I've done rotors and stuff like that. I really can't complain. I really can't complain. And normally I look after my stuff, and this is the first year that I let it sit outside, which was a big mistake on my behalf. So we're going to have to fix that frame. I might just see if I can get it through the summer, no problem, but I might have to do a restoration this fall, and I'll probably get Pat at Bruce County Customs to do it. Take it up there and let them do the frame up for me and blast and paint, and then I'll get her oiled again. So the only other thing that I found with this truck tonight, me and Darce, was we have a universal joint that is pretty shady on this side. And you know what, guys, I'll be straight with you. These trucks are hard on U-joints in the front end. and especially this one because it's working hard all the time. Basically, when you're yanking a boat this size out of the launch on a fairly steep incline, okay, I'm normally I don't like to put stress a lot on my transmission, so I usually use 4 low and then yank out. It's a lot of guys think, well, you're just pulling the boat out. Well, this is what you got to think of is it's the suction of the water when the boat is leaving the water. If the boat weighs, let's say 6,500 pounds, and you go to pull it out of the water, double that weight, and that's what you're pulling out of the water. So you're pulling about 12,000 pounds of boat and suction out of the water, plus trailer. So like I said, it's the if you didn't have 4-wheel drive, you got a 2-wheel drive truck, and some of the launches that I go to, good luck. You will be stuck tighter than a bugger. Believe me, you got to have 4-wheel drive to do some of the launches that I do, because a lot of my customers don't have trucks to do it. So this is what we got to do, and believe me, I will not be putting boats in the water or taking them out with the top kick. It'll just be take it down, drop it. As this one will be down at the launch, I'll be putting them in as fast as Josh is bringing them down to me. So therefore we got to get this thing ready to rock and roll. But God, did I make a mistake. Oh, it's just enough to make you want to puke. But it is what it is. Lesson learned. So anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing. So Pat, if you're watching, you can pretty much guarantee you got a fall project. And I know you are. So keep it in mind. Get the top kick done, and then you'll have this one this fall. Because I want the frame completely sandblasted and painted on this thing, and I really don't care if the body and everything's got to come off of it to do it. It's got to be done. Or I'll do it just like I did the Chevy, which isn't too bad. So we'll see how it goes. Nice thing about this thing is the body sits off the frame on this truck enough that you can actually, like, you don't have to do a hell of a shot. You just like a shot blaster, and you can get in there pretty good, and then re-oil it in the bottom. So that's one thing I have to do. So this spring, what I will do is I will clean a lot of that rust up and then paint, and then this fall I'll give her to Pat and let him go to town on it. So, but that's about all I found on it, other than just normal shit. But it was from sitting that caused all my calipers to seize up solid, so that was a little bit of a mistake on my behalf, and I thought it being sitting on cement, but the climate that we have up here, it's hard on vehicles. It's hard on vehicles. So we're just going to have to fix it. Another thing that was pointed out to me tonight is my mechanic don't like my exhaust. He says, it's straight piped. And I said, well, yeah. He says, that's a no-no. It's going to have to change next year, or this July. You got to put a muffler on it. So I'm going to have to put a muffler on it again, which sucks. It's going to take my power away and cause my fuel mileage to decline, which we might just have to cheat a little bit. But that's simple. Fabrication. We can do that. I can make it look like there's one there. But, oh well, it is what it is. Even my tip. I gotta fix my tip. But, other than that, at least the body's not rusting. There's nothing on the body, which is good. Been underneath it and checked it. Got that oil leak fixed. Found out where it was coming from. One of the bottom turbo, one of the lines, the fittings were loose. So Darcy fixed that up on the bottom turbo tonight. So that's all fixed up. So Monday, this thing will be going back together, and Tuesday it'll be going for its safety. And I'm kind of budgeting on probably, I don't know, $1,000, $1,500 to get this thing properly back the way it should be. But guys, boy oh boy, I should have put it inside storage. I didn't. I set it outside, and that was the biggest mistake I ever made. I should have drove it. But I just tried to save myself some money, pull the insurance, just put fire and theft on it, and figured, well, what the hell. And now, to be honest with you, the amount of money that I'm spending, I may as well just left it insured and drove it part-time. Left it sit in the driveway at home and used the shop truck like I normally do for plowing. Just left the plow on it and drove this around, which I'm going to do next year, or I'm going to find heated storage, because when this boat leaves next year, my top kick will sit in here. It will not sit outside over the winter. No way. And it's not a bad looking vehicle. When Pat gets done with that thing is going to look absolutely fantastic, because I'm telling you, Pat at Bruce County Customs, he does one hell of a job. He's been working on that thing all winter, and for the pictures and stuff that he's been shooting to me, I'm extremely happy for what I see. So I can't actually wait to see it all done in the next 2 to 3 weeks, whenever. I told Pat I wasn't in a big rush for it anyways, but it is what it is. So anyways, guys, that's what's going on. I got a big bill of expense here, but it is what it is. You just got to deal with it and move on. Lesson learned. I'll never do it again. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again, and we'll probably see you back Monday. We'll take this thing out for a ride and see what she's like, because the commercial safety actually doesn't expire on this until April, right there. And it was done in 2015, so yeah, next month. So I'll have it done next week. So she'll be ready to go, and then we'll put a license sticker on her, take her in for an e-test. I'll have to call Branham Hill Truck Center, because the weight that's on this truck, I just can't take it into an e-test center and say do it, because they won't do it. So it is what it is. Anyways, guys, I gotta rock and roll. Thanks for watching. Cheers.